about that. So we were talking about the suggestion schemes, which we said it is a method of upward communication. Yeah, it's a method of upward communication where the juniors communicate with the executive or with the management. Okay. Yeah, so what are some of the advantages of this? Is that it is meant to improve on it is effective in promoting upward communication. Now, suggestion box is where you have somewhere you have some ideas that you want to share with management, so you write and you go put that information in a box like what we have in school. We have suggestion boxes. Now that is a method of upward communication, yeah, coming from the student to the management, talking about certain issues that affect them. So this method is effective in promoting that communication. Okay. We also say it draws the attention of management on an identified problems that could be looming. So maybe in case there are some issues that have been affecting our students and we don't get to know. Yeah, so when you come up with these schemes, the students are able, or the employees are able to communicate to the management. It also motivates others where rewards are given on good suggestions. It encourages employees to give their feedback, and when they give good suggestions, they are also rewarded. So it improves on their staff or their morale. Okay. Yeah, it also helps to sort out talented workers that can also be groomed on management. You know, when people are able to express themselves, yeah, there could be some hidden talent. So when this talent come out, these employees are able to be groomed for either promotion or for rewards. Okay. So how do they work? Or how do we ensure that we make these suggestion schemes to work? Is by making sure that they are efficient and convincing. We should also give a lot of emphasis on it. So encourage employees, tell them that we have a suggestion schemes and encourage them to be able to give their feedback. Okay. Offer rewards to brilliant suggestion. Yeah, when students or when employees come up with ideas that are brilliant, acknowledge that and reward them. Okay. So we also have something else that we call the press reports and the press release, or what we call the handout press reports. Okay. Yeah, these are items that are asked for and they are normally released by the media houses. Yeah, it is information that has been asked for and they are released by the media houses in forms of the newspapers. So what are some of the good features of a press report? Yeah, it must have a value, should have a faithful presentation, should be effective, should be factual and suitable for publication. Now, I'm sure you're going to ask me, oh, what is this? We can't even think. I am sure you've seen in the newspapers, okay, some information that is normally advertised. It is normally put in a newspaper, yeah, to give information about the organization. Yeah, so what kind of information do they look out for? For example, the financial status of an organization for an year, annual report on something. Yeah, that kind of a report that is normally publicized, yeah, is normally called a press report. Yeah, so what are some of the features of a press report? We've mentioned. Now we've got something else that we call a press hand. a press handout release or a release. Yeah, so this one, the items printed under this heading are prepared on the basis of, this is actually like, for example, you're trying to promote a new product. Okay, let's say a phone. Yeah, so you call in for a meeting, and at the end of it all, you'll give out something that looks like flyers, like some handouts. That's what we call a press hand or a release. Okay, so what are some of the features of these is that it should have the term, the word press release on top. Yeah, it should contain the name and the contact person for any clarification in case there's anything that somebody wants to ask about the information they are passing out. It has a contact, it has a very short paragraph which is very precise, and the content should be objective. Yeah, so this is maybe when you're launching a new product that you want to give information about that product, so you give out the release. Okay, so you have something else that we call the graphical or the pictorial presentation. Okay, so the graphic, or what we call the graphic communication, this refers to communication using graphs, which can be graphs, drawings, photographs, etc. Okay, we've got different channels of graphic communication. We've got geometric designs, we've got drawings, we've got line charts, etc. Why is it important to have that kind of communication in an organization? Is that the audience or the receiver of the information can quickly visualize. You know, when you see something, it is very easy for you to not to forget. Okay, yeah, they also offer a forceful emphasis on the main points being taken. When something is visualized, you get to know what information is being passed because you're able to see the actual picture. It also convinces the audience, yeah, because when you see something that you can visualize, you're able to make up your mind very fast. It attracts extra attention and interest than empty talks or written messages. So this method is very important because it gives attention and interest. Then it's used facilities. It can be used to develop expertise, yeah, in terms of IT technology, in terms of new softwares that are coming up. So basically, that particular, you see that part of the graphic communication, that was a different communication that I had not handled when I was introducing communication, where we said we have the audio visual, the visual communication, the oral communication, the written communication, the audio visual, then we had the non-verbal. So we also have graphic communication, which we said it uses charts, pictures, etc. Okay, so I hope up to that point I am very clear, very clear. So I hope in the course of this week we should be able to do our cards. Okay, so perhaps I'm suggesting next week on Thursday. I think Thursday is when we normally have the second communication skills. Yeah, so we can have it next Thursday. Next Thursday will be on 30th at around 9. Okay, so what happens is we'll be given, when you're doing this exam, we'll give you like a time frame, maybe within an hour. Yeah, so you can only, and after that you're not able to access that exam. So it is important for you to be online at that particular time, because if you're not, sometimes you might find yourself having been, if you're not able to access it during that time, you're not able to access. Okay, so when I give that confirmation, or actually I'm giving that confirmation that we shall have our cards on communication skill on Thursday, which is on 30th of July. at 9 to 10 a.m. 9 to 10 a.m. So I'm encouraging you guys to make sure that you are online at that particular time. Yeah, so in case you have issues, so actually basically I will test you on what I have taught. Okay, and this cut is out of 30%, so it's not something that should really worry you, but it doesn't mean you don't go back to your notes. And take note that during that cut period you have no access to the notes that we are posting, so we'll actually hide all those notes. So please make sure you have all your notes, you've written all your notes, because at that time you might not have access to it. Okay, and as I've said earlier and all the time, is that in case you have issues, an area where you want us to talk about, yeah, please feel free. Yeah, so what I plan to do in this lesson that we shall have on Tuesday, I plan to post examples of reports. I think I posted examples of letters. I'll also try to post some more letters. Okay, and I'll also try to post reports, yeah, different samples of reports. I'll also try to post examples of minutes. Okay, so that at least you have a clue of what we are talking about. So I'll make sure that I do that in the next class that we have. Okay, otherwise I wish you guys a very nice evening, and take care of yourself and have a nice weekend. Bye for now.